Alright, this is my video for the assignment of multiplanar movements and the tensigrity model. We're going to go through a couple of different movements as if we were a soccer player and demonstrate or tell you about the planes and axis the movements go through. So first we'll start off with the shoulder joint or the glenohumeral joint of abduction and adduction. So as if we're a soccer player, we're a goalie, we're stopping the ball, blocking the ball. That takes place in your frontal plane in the sagittal axis. Lumbar spine, so lateral flexion, so like this. We're blocking a ball this way. Again, takes place in the frontal plane, so this way, and the sagittal axis. So we'll go to the shoulder girdle, so protraction and retraction. Protraction like this, retraction as if we're stretching or maybe even doing bench press as if we're in the gym. So that takes place in the sagittal plane, so this way, and the frontal axis, which is this way. And so knee flexion and extension. So we have flexion and extension as if we're kicking the ball just from the knee down, just a quick kick. That takes place in the sagittal plane in the frontal axis. The hip medial and lateral rotation. So as if we're blocking a ball this way, so lateral rotation. Or medial rotation, trying to get your leg in front of it, takes place in the transverse plane, so as if it's going this way, and the vertical axis, so just like that. And the second part of the video is tensigrity. So I have a tensigrity model that I built here. It's not a very good one, but it's basically demonstrating that the body is not held together by just bones stacked on top of each other like a compressed structure. We're actually held together with fascia and muscles mostly. So ligaments and tendons are holding the bones and the muscle, or the muscles are holding the bones together in a big tension model like this. So your bones are actually floating in your fascia and muscles, and one area of the body can affect the other area. So if you have a knee sprain or if you tear something in your knee, your body will try and compensate for it, so such as this, but it'll actually cause pressure and tension in other areas of the body while it's trying to compensate for this. So there's actually a bunch of good videos by a guy named Tom Myers on YouTube. He's the author of Anatomy Trains, and yeah, he explains the tensigrity model and how to build them and everything else. So yeah, that's my assignment.